Okay, guys, the first play we're going to go through here is play A on the playbook, and it is called Orange Picker. The design of this play is to get orange in motion and catching the ball on the run in this flat area here, okay? So, two components of this is we need to get him over to that flat area, and we need to make sure there are no defenders there to disrupt the pattern. So, orange is going to run in motion. And that's what yellow signifies on the playbook and here. As you're going into motion, run about half to 3/4 speed. After you clear the center quarterback so they can hike the ball, I don't want you to go on hut or hike. I want you to watch these two receivers here, and when they make their moves upfield, that's when you're going to run a little S pattern into the flat, okay? So again, don't listen, and we may even have a silent count. Your key will be to watch what these two receivers do, and that's when you'll know to cut upfield. If for some reason you were to start this pattern before the ball was hiked, that would be an illegal forward motion. When you go in motion, you're only allowed to go laterally, left and right. You're not allowed to go upfield until after the ball is snapped, okay? So make sure you're not moving before the ball is hiked. The easiest way to do that is to key on these two receivers on the opposite side and don't head upfield until you see they move upfield. Okay, the patterns here are going to be on the left side an 88 or a rub-rub. The center is going to run a rub route, okay? The red outside right receiver is going to run a 9 route, clear out, fly route. And the orange player is doing a motion S or motion flat, okay? So the 9 route, we really want you to run between this zone coverage guy and this safety, and hopefully you're going to take 2 defenders with you as you run deep. You're primarily a decoy route. If this should break down and the quarterback pump fakes, that's when we want you to run this comeback route towards the sideline. But generally, we want you to be a decoy route pulling these 2 defenders deep. These 2 guys are running rub routes, right? So you're going to run at this defender. If you can, just ride him upfield like that. If he'll follow you, just take him deep. Now, if he's a good defender and you can't do that, right? A good defender is going to backtrack with you and then release you to the safety, and he's going to stay waiting for that shallow route. If he is a disciplined defender, you're going to have to just stop here. We want this outside leverage, so we want you to run this rub route to the outside, get this guy on your inside hip, and if you can, move him up and in while you're looking at the quarterback, okay? So you're going to run that rub route. This stacked purple receiver, you want to look for any defenders in this zone following the orange receiver in motion. If you see anybody following the orange receiver in motion, you're going to want to do a rub route against them, all right? If you see this safety sneaking up, you want to do a rub route on them, okay? So really you're going to just go towards the middle of the field here. We want this area for our receiver, so if you drew a dotted line between that defender and where we want to throw the ball, you want to set up your rub route somewhere in that path to get in his way so that he cannot jump that route and intercept it. All right, so orange is going to come across. He's got these 2 guys picking for him. He's got the outside open, hopefully for a long gainer or a touchdown. The only other person in this route we need to worry about here is the center. The center also has to look at which defenders might be coming in to try and break this play. It'll change depending on the defense and who it is. So identify who you think is most likely to make the play, and again, set a rub route between the defender and where we want to go. Now, let's assume somehow this safety prevents this throw from happening. And so the quarterback has really nobody open, right? He's got a defender here blocking the pass. Maybe he could squeeze this in, but that's really easy to reach over and knock it down. Same here, same here. If the quarterback pump fakes, all right, that means we want this guy running the deep route to run a comeback, all right? And that means the rest of these guys, we want to run crossing routes. So this player would cross here. The center can cross either way. You may look to rub this guy here and then cross. Here you want to cross across the center so that the quarterback can now see one option, two option, a comeback option, the center on a rub, third option, okay? Orange here would cut across low as well. So now he's got a bunch of crossing routes available to him as his second, third, fourth, and fifth options, okay? So that's orange picker. Primarily we want to hit orange in motion in the flat. If it's not there, everybody runs a crossing route on the pump fake. If the quarterback pump fakes again, you then reverse direction. With each pump fake, you reverse direction until you get open. So that is orange picker, play number A in the playbook.